Let's do a little bit of an update on the barn find Diablo that I went and got with Tony the other day. It's been about 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks since I've owned that car. And well, it's been a pretty productive couple weeks. No joke. I mean, that car was in really good shape. I mean, it kind of felt like it was, I mean, I drove it, right? But I didn't drive it like around the block. I just drove around the parking lot. And I have a lot of confidence in that car. I really do. And honestly, that car is super dope. But I don't intend to keep it because, I don't know.
Why? You know how hard we worked to find this car?
I just feel like I have so many cars right now that like I'm in the mode of selling all my stuff, right? I've got the Lotus for sale. That's $100,000. It's the fastest car we have. And a stock 2007 Lotus Exige with 7,000 miles is currently valued between $75,000 and $85,000. So I feel like for the extra 150 grand I put in that car over the time, maybe 20 grand extra is not too much. But I've gotten a few offers in the 80s, so I think we're close. It just takes to be in a racing season in order to get it.
Yeah.
My Gallardo GT3 race car, let's just go this way. I was gonna go check on that real quick, but like I feel like we'll be able to go to the Diablo first, and then we'll hit the GT3 race car on the back, because the GT3 race car is so sick. I had it repainted from, if you guys remember, the McDonald's scheme that it was in when Edmund had that car is no longer. The wheels are technically still yellow, but the whole car is painted and it looks super dope. So that one is in a building right over there. It's just getting a race alignment done. I've got to replace the tires, and man, those are hard to find. I had to order some trim pieces, a little bit of interior stuff, get the seats recovered, and I just reached out to Scuderia Car Parts, and they have an order pending for us. So I think between 30 and 45 days, they'll be pretty much done with that. So I might just sell the car as is with a kind of like a 7 out of 10 bill of health. What do you think?
I'd say so. We've gotten offers on the car already. So
honestly, I mean, that car, I think super tits. It's a 23 kilometer.
Where'd you get that? Super tits.
Someone said it.
That lately.
Someone said it recently, and I was like, okay, cool, tits. Tits. You know?
Yeah, it's just tits, man.
Just tits.
Yeah,
you know? I think it was some guy from the East Coast. 23,000 kilometers, 92 Diablo. Original color was red on tan. It is now purple on black. I think that that car probably finds its way around $150,000 to $160,000 in as-is condition.
Yeah.
$230,000 to $240,000 is the retail value of that car in beautiful condition. Now this is like a driver's car, because whenever you paint a car and change the interior color and kind of modify it, I actually powder coated the OEM wheels black, so they got that super dish, brand new tires on it. As soon as the car gets out of the body shop for all the door alignments and everything, we'll put those on, waiting for other little bit of trim pieces, and I think that car brings 150,000.
Yeah, extremely minimal stuff though. Very small pieces. I saw the diagrams that you needed in. Very, very small stuff.
No, it was like the clock, a little bit of radio stuff.
Who needs a clock? You have a phone.
The whole items is only $4,200.
Exactly.
And the damn clock was $3,200 of it.
Come on. What kind of clock is it? What kind of clock you putting in?
It's sorry. It's the clock AC switch combo. So the AC controls are done by the clock thing.
Oh.
Anyways.
Change the time, change the climate.
Okay.
Oh, the doors are up. Oh, we are busy. Dang.
Whew. Oh man, look at that. Hey. This car just surprises me every time I see it. So the doors are aligned. We've got, Tony, come on, let's just show. We've got everything disassembled. The doors, right? Oh, the shocks the shocks are pretty strong actually. It's feeling pretty good. We've got new rubber trim coming in, right? So we need all the rubber, the gaskets here. Steering wheel looks pretty good. I'm actually having them kind of fix it up, put a little fiberglass piece on the airbag cover, because the airbag's stupid anyways.
Yeah, it is.
And it's like, it looks so much better without it. Subwoofers are in. These are all disconnected. This trim piece here, we're gonna have to replace this trim piece. That was missing. And a couple little things, but I like the design in the ceiling. I really, really like that. That's Danny from Counts Customs. He put that in, it's like a little heart logo. So this was his old car. So it's kind of like a celebrity-owned car, you know? I think that has something to say for the value of it, right?
For sure.
How about the engine? All this is going to get touched up and cleaned and, you know, gone through. Nothing sticks. Everything feels pretty good. I think we'll paint these intakes right here. We've got that one reinstalled just to check all the fitting, and then we've got to put the little hoses in. I'm kind of feeling really confident about this car. The paint looks good. I mean, we haven't buffed this car too much yet. Tail lights, all the bulbs are obviously getting reworked. So I think this car is going to come together fairly quick. We just got to get, I forgot to get these. I got to get the grills. Here they go here. There's like little tiny grills.
That's about it.
I don't know. I mean, it's nothing really else to look at. Oh, that door panel's in. Nice. Look, look. Check it out. So we've got the little purple trim with the nice black stitched outlines. This car's dope, man. I don't know. Maybe it's not for sale anymore.
See? Look.
I don't know.
It's a nice car.
I just have to like see it on a daily basis to want to keep it. When they go away for so long, I just forget about them. I'm like, nah, sell it. You know?
That's what happened to the Lotus.
That's exactly what happened to Lotus.
So long.
3 years I had that car. I was building it. Dang. Okay, well, that's that. Just this little trim piece, little triangle.
Yeah, both sides.
Is the bracket missing too for all of the center console?
I think most of the hardware is missing, correct?
Yeah.
The hardware, but there's like a physical bracket that everything holds into.
Yeah, it's missing.
Yeah, because it's like plastic. It has the trim bezels around everything. Okay.
Might be able to make something before some doors.
Yeah, I mean, it's those. The only part that's actually legit expensive on this car is the air conditioning controls. Other than that, everything's like whatever. It's like not that big of a deal. So, was this piece missing up here? Top?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
That piece there might be hard to get.
And the visors, I marked those though.
I fuck the visors. I don't need the visors. You know.
Oh, did he tell you the controls for the windows on the
No.
doors? Yeah, the inside controls.
There's no
There's
door
no-
regulator.
No.
Were those on-
well,
on the
no,
thing?
there are because I rolled that window down to
Okay.
Big interior guide.
the actual switches that go on the door panel. The button that you roll the window down with. On both
Is it
sides.
on the panel?
Yeah.
Really?
I'm almost positive. Yeah.
It's kind of odd because every Lambo has the switch on here.
Okay, maybe not. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, there's a switch here.
Yeah.
What is that for?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the mirror.
That's the mirror.
Yeah, I almost every Lambo that I've ever seen has I've never driven a. Well, no, my other Diablo.
What about right here?
That's this probably to open the door.
Okay.
You know, however this might not go here, but
Right.
it's possible.
All right.
That's the driver one.
This is the driver. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll have to look at a picture because I have an 01 and it has a switch in the center. I have a 2007 switch in the center, and all the rest of them switch in the center. The Countach has roll-up windows, like a thing.
Right.
So I don't know. I don't have I never had a 90s car, so we'll see.
All right.
This says glove box latch, but like I don't see where the glove box
The
is.
glove box is missing.
Yeah, and then this piece here is another latch.
That's the hood hinge actually that I found in there. So, but I'm gonna have to make the pin
Okay.
to work.
What are these?
Those are trim, window trim.
Oh, okay. Cool. All that stuff is, if they have it in stock, it's, you know, we'll be able to get it, you know.
Alright, cool.
So,
Yeah.
but like I told Matt, I was like, I'm not really trying to like go ham on this car and just be like a super tits car because it's obviously painted. I said it again. It's obviously painted and has an interior that's been modified from the original color. So like I'm not gonna get like all the numbers, and the person that's gonna buy this car is gonna let it sit there, not drive it. So like the little nitpicky shit probably won't do.
You just gonna like touch it up the same color, or?
Yeah. I like this color. It's my favorite color. I have 3 cars in this color.
Oh really?
Yeah. It was so weird that I bought this car. It was this color. Like someone sent a picture of it. Do you want this? I was like, yeah. Didn't ask him any other questions. I was like, no, I want it. You know.
It's a pretty cool color.
I really like this color. One of my Bugattis is a very close color to this, so it looks really cool. I really like to put like a charge point, like something up in here,
Yeah, because the paint.
because it's so hard to get to the stupid battery.
Well,
Crazy spot for a
we sell
battery.
batteries.
Yeah, that's good. We'll just put another one in there. That one was brand new to get it over here.
I'll charge it up.
And then it died.
Oh, we can just
I'll
charge that
try.
one up then.
Yeah.
Yeah, that should still be good.
Yeah. I just gotta, I want to run like a tender thing up into here somewhere so I can easily get to it. But other than that, we're good, man. I'll see you guys next week.
You guys have a good weekend.
Enjoy the weekend.
All right, guys.
Where? See, it shakes, you see?
Shakes some.
All right, the bad part about this car is it's pneumatic, and so what happens is I'm gonna have to sit here and idle for like 15 minutes before it'll let me reverse. So, sucks. And I can't reach the damn seat, the pedals, because I'm too short, because the seat was made for someone who is like 6'2". Very uncomfortable.
First
Joys
time?
of owning a race car. Working.
Sounds good.
I just can't reach the pedals. I cannot believe this is like going to be a short joke for life, but I can't reach the pedals. Sorry, no donuts.
Oh man,
Plus
terrible.
it's all-wheel drive.
Do a sick burnout right here.
I'm trying, but it won't do it.
See that in an instant replay.
I might have it.
You filmed it sideways.
No, I filmed it like this. It just,
You were probably shaking too
it
much.
was shaking so much.
Let's go redo it.
Dude, this is so hard to do. You want to sit right here?
I don't care.
Yeah, right.
Come on.
No, it's fine. You can use this.
Let's just get a flyby right here on the street. You know what I'm talking about? Like how we did with James and the bug.
Let's do it after when ER comes. Because it'll be easier. I don't want to drive this all over the up and down the street, you know?
You're already in the car. Let's just go do it
It's
real
not,
quick.
it's the reverse part that's so hard.
You
to
or
drive
something
forward.
else. Let's go.
It's like, come on, man.
You're in the car.
I want to clean it.
It's
all this
10
shit's
feet.
going around
We're
here.
just getting the outside. Come on.
This is the worst. I hate filming with Mario. You guys ever have the chance to film Mario? Say no.
Don't do it.
It's always a bad idea. bad idea.
What happened?
I don't know, maybe the police?
Really?
I'm sitting here, the guy flips his sirens on, he sees me coming down Harmon, and he tries to make a U-turn, so I'm jamming back over here, and I have no horn, trying to tell the goddamn guys at the car wash to get the fucking cars out of there, so I can pull the car in, and they're just looking at me like, what the fuck are we supposed to do? And I'm like, get the cars out of there! Anyways, we're not driving anymore, Mario. You're a bad influence.